Oh man, I've been setting this up for hours now. It's already past 6 o'clock in the evening. What? How am I supposed to get this done today? Looks good. Everything looks good. Here we go. Oh man, I'm such a sexy man. I can't believe how sexy I am. Look at this. Ooh. Hey there everybody, my name is OTHMARIUS and welcome to my channel, which is dedicated to close-up and parlor card magic. Guys, welcome to a new series I'm starting right now, and I know it's crazy because right on my channel I'm just, opening new series of sleight of hand, new series of tutorials, new series of this. I will never be able to follow this schedule, but sometimes you need to push yourself, you need to get out of your comfort zone, and you just gotta start, recording things, doing things. What is this all about? This series is going to be a series where I want to talk about magic related subjects, and I want to call it Talking Magic. And I want to have a jingle or some how you say it? Not a trailer, how you say this thing that everybody does in the beginning, and it's gonna be something like Talking Magic. Welcome to a new episode of Talking Magic. It's like Talking Magic with OTHMARIUS or something. It's some jingle. And I don't have zero time doing this, so I'm just doing this right now without the jingle. But if you guys have the time, if you have the resources, if you're doing something like this, you could totally help me out creating that kind of intro for this series. When you have the time, when you want to do it and you do it, let me know about it, and I will definitely use the jingle you use at least in one of these videos I'm doing here right now. Go nuts, go crazy if you have the time, if you want to contribute to the channel in this behalf, just rock and roll. So what is this going to be about? It's going to be talking about magic related subject. Whether you are a hobbyist, a semi-professional, or a badass professional performing magic on a daily basis for money baby, it's still, at the end of the road, the same thing, because magic is an art form, and it comes with a lot of challenges, doesn't it? So whether you are at the stage where you're trying to, or where you're working on becoming a magician, or if you're trying to become a better magician, doesn't matter. There are all these things, on the royal road to magic, to card magic, that are challenging, that are difficult or exciting or whatever. And I want to talk about this. I want to share my insights, my takes on some subjects, for example, like practicing, or what makes a card trick a good trick, and whatever in this series. However, in this first episode, this is also an introduction of a smaller series I want to start the whole thing with, and this shall introduce you guys to 5 vital ingredients for performing great magic. That's right. So there is going to be next to this introduction 5 videos, and every video is going to feature one of these ingredients. And I want to do this by taking a close look at a very, very beautiful performance of magic David Blaine did at the end of 2016. Remember that shitty year? Last year? Anyways, David Blaine would perform a beautiful routine on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Kimmel, freaking everybody out. And this performance was uploaded in November 2016 on the Tonight Show YouTube channel, saying in the description box, let me read this: David Blaine David Blaine performs several simple card tricks with Jimmy and members of the Roots before freaking everybody out with an illusion no one expects. And that's true. I'm so glad I didn't know anything about it when I watched it, because I was so mind blown. It was crazy. However, performing simple card tricks before blowing everybody's minds is kind of an understatement, because it's not really simple what David Blaine does, even if the tricks are not heavy loaded with sleight of hand, although they are kind of were. But I'm gonna talk about this in detail in the episodes of this series. The frog thing he did at the end was something incredible, something that just made me laugh out loud and enjoying magic like a toddler. Did he really perform all these card tricks beforehand? have a frog in his mouth? And did he really then, at the end, swallow the frog alive before he left? I don't really want to know, you know. I don't want to know because if he actually swallowed the frog at the end, he's a monster. Yeah, he's a monster out of a sci-fi movie, guys. What evil predator, what, you know, monstrous predator swallows an animal alive to digest it living? I mean, who does that? Who does that? Seriously. I mean, there's this sci-fi movie. I don't know what's. I gotta Google this. Some kind of mutated octopus, giant octopus. Takes over a crusade ship and eats everybody there, and with his tentacle arms, and digests the people alive, you know. And if David Blaine actually swallowed that frog, I don't want to know, because he's then that kind of monster. And anyways, doesn't matter. Do not expect me to simply reveal some of the tricks David Blaine performs. I don't see any point in it, because guys, you know, there is a huge difference, like a real gap. It's something different knowing the secret of a trick and actually knowing how to do it, how to perform it. Here's the deal, here's my deal. I believe the most of us already know too many tricks. You and I, we got too many tricks in our bag, because you don't need 100 tricks that you could do theoretically when you never perform them. You just need a few tricks, a handful of tricks that fall nice in place in your hands, and then you nail those tricks. You turn them from just being card tricks into beautiful feats of magic. You turn a trick into magic. That's the deal. That's what I'm in for. I'm in for mastering the art of magic, and this series is all about, you know, sharing my learning process with you guys, hopefully adding some value to the very vital community of card magicians and magicians from all over the world meeting here on YouTube, which is really, really great. I really like it. No cheap reveals on OTHMARIUS Magic. However, I will deliver on the clickbait title of this video. I will deliver. And you know what? I believe that I will even deliver more than many others who use this clickbait title. Because whenever you read Real Secret of Magic Revealed, you usually get this spiritual demon bullshit crap reveal. You know, the magician Dynamo and David Blaine, they sacrificed babies, toddlers in the night to worship Satan, to become powerful, to blah bullshit. Chris Ramsey just talked about it, and it's really, it's nuts. It's really nuts when you think about it. How crazy this is. No. This is talking about magic as a performing art, as the performing art of staging tricks and illusions. And as such, it is a wide field, and as such, it has a long history, and it's something beautiful to participate on. Now, are you ready for the secret? For the real secret? For the real secret? For the very real secret of the magic of David Blaine? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey guys, you're not gonna like it. Some of you won't gonna like it. Not gonna like it. No way, because it's just too easy. It's like with all the secrets. As soon as somebody points it out, and you're like, shit, yeah, of course, makes total sense. It's absolutely, what's the secret about it? You know, but before that, it's like kind of a mystery, and there's a lot of false information, you know. Anyways, here's the secret. Here we go. The secret to David Blaine's magic. David Blaine is devoted to the art form. There you go, there you got it. David Blaine is true to magic as a performing art of staging tricks and illusion. There's something more to it. It's that there are elements, the way they blend together, the way they create a synergy, what makes great magic, and David Blaine's performances, and especially this performance, is a great example. David Blaine's magic is such a great example for what I try to point out in this series, especially the performance we're going to take a close look at, because he managed to balance all these ingredients that I believe are the key to great magic in such a beautiful way. It's a synergy effect that he creates that makes his magic so strong. What are the 5 vital ingredients that I have in mind? The 5 vital ingredients for great magic. We have reputation, we have boldness, there is simplicity, as well as structure, as well as timing. Let me repeat this for you guys. Reputation, we're talking about boldness, we are talking about simplicity, we are talking about structure, and we are talking about timing. These are the 5 vital ingredients that make magic worth, watching it. But it's not only the ingredients, it's the blend together of these ingredients. I believe it's the key to making a difference with your magic performance lies in the interplay, the interaction, the synergy of these ingredients. So the secret to David Blaine's magic lies not so much in the secrets of the tricks, and it lies not so much in the method that he uses. I mean, cross your hearts, guys. Everybody's talking about the method at the end of the day. Everybody knows that there must be some kind of a trick, and it's like a legend that it took him years to create a hole in his hand, or whatever people are talking about. It's not the method, it's not the secret of the tricks that make his magic so strong. It's the balance between these ingredients. That's my thesis I'm going to discuss in the series, and I hope you guys are in for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope so. At least I try to add it nice and crisp. Yes, and I do this because David Blaine rocked me with his performance, with the tricks, the card tricks he performed, the way he performed them, and coming up with this kicker ending, swallowing the frog. Swallowing the fucking frog was just too much for me. And you know what they say, too much of anything is too much for me. You know what? If you're in for it, if you say, I'm excited, I want to know what OTHMARIUS has to say about David Blaine's performance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Kimmel, thumbs up. That's how easy it is. And as soon as the video available, just click the first episode where I will talk about the first major ingredient for performing great magic. That's reputation. And if you want to have it easy to follow, just watch the performance of David Blaine beforehand. Trust me, you cannot watch this often enough. It's so rich, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing my stuff. And I really like to welcome you as a new subscriber to my channel. If you just tuned in, because of the clickbait title, and now you watched this video and look kind of confused, what the fuck was that? I wanted to hear something about demons or real magic and stuff. No, this is the real deal. This is a real magician, a card magician, talking from the inside of studying the art of performing tricks and illusions with just an ordinary deck of cards. And what David Blaine does is kind of the top notch. This is just hardly to be done better, and that's what we're gonna talk about in this series. Thank you so much, guys. Be sure more magical stuff is going to be uploaded very soon. And I got this shit with the 3 cameras going on. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It was fun to do. I'm done. I recorded the first episode. Yippee-da-yay.